Hello, everybody. Welcome to Iowa Speedway.
Oh wait, you're not screen sharing.
Oh, whoops. Welcome to Iowa
Also, this is
Speedway.
really funny
for
because I was just looking.
Hmm?
Actually, I'll show you. I'll tell you after.
Yeah. Welcome to Iowa Speedway for the Dex Imaging Series for Season 8. This is race 10 of the season for these guys. So we're getting a little bit deeper into the season, and I think we're going to start kind of deciding our championship threats very soon. I think we've already kind of decided the main two. But yeah, so 75 laps here, and then right after this, we're going to head to Slinger Speedway for the All-Star in the Cup Series. Let's go through your qualifying grid, and then we'll go through race picks. So on pole, Kevin Logs, I believe his first career pole. I can't remember another time.
He got one at like a plate track last year. I don't know why.
Yeah, maybe. But good starting spot from him, and of course his teammate to his outside, Francesco Free, who isn't leading the points, but I would argue is the championship favorite. Then we have Dirk Stitt, and then we have a third Valvoline car in the fourth position, Byron Wise. Ethan Galaxy, Adrian Medina, your points leader, and the only real threat to Francesco Free right now. Then we have Lawrence Powell, Michael Harms, Jamal Balderas, Bush, Lefty Tolliver, Denny Ham, Rixo Jen, Levi Soto, Aaron Burnett, Shane Miller, who has a great qualifying start today, Will, Max Hardy, Stephen Miller, Damon Middleton. Then we have Hunter Kong, Cindric Austin, Harry Larson, Danica Deegan, Justin Ross, Stephen Neal, Blake Newman, Jeff Reed, Todd Turner, Reed Wilson, Sam Dyer, Daryl Norris, Andrew Bell, DeMarvian Bell, two Bells next to each other, Lucas Mears, then we have Dick Cummings, Keenan Mackey, Steve Cummings, and last place, Austin Higgins. So 39 car field as Barry Yerwall joins us. That's Phantom.
Drivers, your
Hi, Barry.
engines.
Also, I don't know if you wrote it down, but Barry was here for both of the races yesterday. I just like never wrote it down.
No, I did the ratings with him after. Like, I actually asked him what ratings he wanted to boost.
Okay. Also, back to what I was saying real quick. This is like really random, kind of. It's kind of related to MCS. I was looking at my like photo class because we're like doing something where like we look at people's like websites because we're making websites for like our stuff. There's someone in my class named Logan Murillo.
Maria.
I think we found Lars's brother.
Anyways, who is your pre-race pick?
Tom Boring. Actually, you know what? Kevin Logs. I was gonna say Francesco Free.
I'm going with Free.
Why not?
But green flag in Iowa. For race number 10 of the Dex Imaging Series season, Free wants to jump around the outside on the opening lap. Gonna do it. Free will set sail. Now, fuel is about 40 laps, so one pit stop race. And I think this racing has been pretty good this season at this track, so I could see it being a cup track next year. Cummings to pit road early. The problem. Logs gets away through second. Byron Wise will control the top three for Valvoline. Maury Jackson joins us. The voice chat as Ethan Galaxy got tight. Wiggled up the track behind Dirk Stitt. A little bit of a run. Harm's gonna go in. Trying to get there. Side by side. Stitt trying to pass Wise. Medina jumps to the outside. He'll challenge for the fourth position. On the high side.
We both in the preseason picked Ethan Galaxy for this race.
Galaxy's 6th. So not a bad pick. But just not the right one, if I had to guess. But a pretty long race here, the Dex Imaging Series. Obviously, with the short Cup Series race, they wanted to get a lot of racing in. And speaking of long races, next week is one of the biggest weeks every year. It is the Pepsi 300 weekend, with the Cup Series taking on the High Banks at Charlotte Motor Speedway for 200 laps. I believe Dex is there for 120 or something crazy like that. And then I'm pretty sure the lower series are there for like 80 and 70.
400 something amount of laps total.
Yeah, I think it's 420 laps total across all 4 series. So that will be a long weekend. And we'll see if we can get that done sooner rather than later. As Logs continues to back up to these two, who are now side by side. Medina takes a chance at third, can't quite make it stick. Now Dirk Stick gonna try to work to his outside, won't quite do it. Free just continues to drive away. We're gonna need some Milwaukee type shit to happen to this guy again. I mean, Free's pretty untouchable right now in the Dex Imaging Series. We'll see what he can do when he moves to Cup, if I had to guess, next year. Because I'm correct that his contract's up at the end of the year, right?
I believe so. Let me just confirm. You're talking about Free, right?
Yes. It'd be really rough if it wasn't up and we have to see a whole other year of this guy. But he could run double duty, which is actually what Denny Ham and Bush are doing right now. Harms has been running quite a few races.
Yeah. He's last year on contract.
Yeah, so more than likely, whether it's Valvoline or not, which there are current talks at Valvoline about contracts and next season's roster. I mean, currently they have the best roster in MCS. I would argue they have 5 of the top 8 drivers in the series right now. Would you agree with that?
Sorry, what did you say?
That they have 5 of the top 8 drivers
Yeah, for sure.
in the Cup Series. I think all their drivers are championship level. And most of them have championships. I believe LCJ and Wise are the only 2 that do not. Wise due to just kind of being beat out by his teammates. Because I think without his teammates, he would probably have a championship by now. Just because, well, he's good. And he seems to only lose out to his teammates. And then LCJ's still young. I'm not surprised he doesn't have one yet.
LCJ is just like...
Hey, he's looked much better this year.
Yeah, more consistent, that's for sure.
We're consistent. Same amount of wins, but we're only a third of the way through the season at this point, so.
You probably should have, too.
Yes.
And then, the wise man happened. He did a not very wise move.
Yeah.
Alright, can you just kill me for saying that?
Yeah. I thought about it. So a fifth of the way through this race, Higgins with a problem on the apron here. See if he can get it to pit road, okay? As it seems like he might. He will. Engine damage. One thing I will say, Shane Miller, who had a good start, is now mid-20s. I mean, he started 16th. He's lost about 10 spots. Oh, never mind. He's actually holding on pretty good. And take a look at this. Max Hardy. Having a decent run here for Forge. Forge looked really good here in the Truck Series. Got 2nd and 8th. And then Halverson, I think, was doing okay, but didn't have a great pit stop and finished mid-20s. But Forge having themselves a weekend. Obviously going to miss out on Cup. Because, well, it's the All-Star. They don't really get an invite. Because there's a big battle up here. This is from second on back to the 7th position.
Right back in a moment.
All right. Down to the bottom, Stitt working on second now. Has a little bit of help from Cummings, so Stitt could set sail to the 2nd position. Potentially try to close in on Francesco Free, who has been bleeding a little bit of time. Now Stitt got really tight there. Harms to 3rd. Medina falls to 4th. So Logs back to the 5th position. Still holding on pretty well. 3 wide. He's stuck in the middle. Oh! Cummings into Wise and into the wall. They're going to keep it green. But Cummings and Wise, big contact there. Oh, and Bennett into the back of him. Still green. And Logs has a problem now on the apron. Tire down on the 43. And a huge problem there. That was 4 Fords with problems. That was not good for anyone there. So kept it green somehow, some way. Only 1/3 of the way through. Getting closer and closer to pit stops. Still that pit window closed at the moment. Soto having a decent day. Went in 9th. Has looked moderately better this year than last year, but results haven't shown much better. Logs comes out a couple of laps down after having to make that pit stop from the pole. Now this did break up the field pretty good. So now lots of gaps between drivers. Still this big battle here. Soto and Tolliver could engage for the 9th position. Ooh, Cummings comes in hard. Gonna put Tolliver up near the wall. Almost got into the wall. Galaxy up inside the top 5 finally. Getting pressured by Logs. Logs, remember, a couple of laps down. Just trying to make some time back. Seeing in that spot. Fight here. Bennett sent it in. Remember, he's on new tires after having to pit very early. I mean, Stitt has been closing in on Free. Free is very stuck right here. His lead was about 4 seconds. We are now down to 1 and a bit. He doesn't have that many lap cars between him and being able to pass these guys. So With Mears staying side by side with Norris. Gonna make this really difficult. Lots of red and white. Right here in the middle of the pack. Stitt, top of the screen there. Not gonna go off of it, but point stands. He is closing in. Mears stayed in front of Free as long as he could. Now Norris could box him in, potentially. Kinda depends. Nope, Free gonna be able to make a couple of moves. Newman just moves up the racetrack. Gives the bottom up. Newman actually tagged the wall a little bit. Now Free starting to build that gap up as he passes a bunch of lap cars. Marvin Bell keeps getting in the way of Stitt. Stitt gonna drive around the outside. So now, handful, maybe 5 lap cars between the top 2. Oh, Newman tags the wall. He's having some problems right now. I mean, I've seen him up near that wall a handful of times. This run alone. Other car tagged the wall. Don't know where. Free cuts down, gets kind of stopped by Neal, but able to slowly pick these guys off. I mean, Stitt's not really making time, working behind Mears on the outside. I apologize. Not particularly. Well, you kind of did. I'll just show you. Hold on, where's the Ford car at?
I did walk in my room briefly and saw, like, I think it was the 23 with damage.
I'll show you. So essentially, what happens is these guys go 3 wide. Cummings tags the wall, goes down into Wise, thought it was going to be okay, then thought it was not going to be okay, then thought we were going to get a caution, then it wasn't a caution, and then it was mostly fine, and then Stiff Cummings does that.
Oh.
By the way, and Logs blew a tire in the same turn. Unrelated. So now he's like a
Fucking
couple
Hiroshima just happened.
Yeah, I know. Valvoline just got nuked. And Harms goes through to second, but he's in the wall. Hard there. And they've closed this gap significantly. The race leader, Francesco Free, as we close in on pit stops right at the halfway mark of this race. I mean, I think we could see cars hitting pit road any lap now. They may wait a while to come to pit lane, but battle for lead has closed. Neal stays low, out of the way of the 6. 47 just making his way around on the outside. He's made tons of passes. Andrew Bell gonna move up in front of the 6 now.
Why is it raining? It is 100 degrees. What the fuck?
Is the rain even getting to the ground?
You're tripping. Hold up. I need to go check this shit out. Give me like a minute.
Oh, Andrew Bell ducks to the pit lane. Brings Neal and others. So freeing some clean track. We'll see if he stays out a little bit longer. We'll see who of the leaders is kind of the first one to hit pit road. Oh, Logs on the way by! Contact! Deegan went into the wall. Stitt may have had a little bit of contact on the way by. Harms ducks to pit road. He will be the first of the race leaders to do so. So Free continues to lead this race. Has led every lap to this point. Has the quickest time. He is currently maxing out his points. But you can see that tire disadvantage there. Logs is going to drive straight to him. So Free continues to stay out. Stit stays out as well. So Harms, Tolliver, Galaxy, kind of the front runners on their strategy. Free continues to stay out. Stit has come to the pit lane. Rixo Jen stays out another one.
What the fuck did slash weather rain, bro?
I don't know. Look at this chaos here.
Holy shit. It's all about to come to an end.
We've had a long green flag run, and we're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. They sorted out a couple of dodges involved in that chaos. And Free just continues to log laps on these old tires. I think as good of a move as that is, I mean, he's not probably bleeding all that much time. I mean, the leaders are stuck in this. Well, leader on that strategy. And there's just not much anyone can do, but Free still continues to bleed time. But this will come out on the other end as him having potentially multiple tenths quicker lap times for the rest of this race. Depending.
Is Francesco Free even about?
I don't know. But he could choke this race, I won't lie to you.
Did it last week?
Yep. This is to leave it with 4 cars on the lead lap. As of right now, there are not many. Someone just tagged the wall. I believe that was run straight away. We've seen that all race. I'm not too worried. I mean, Free's just kind of cruising. Are, like, the leaders out of that big lap traffic? I mean, like, a little bit. Free, I think, hit pit road. Because he's bleeding time. No! Jesus, is this guy trying to do the Brody strat and just not pit? What the fuck? Rixogen continues to stay out. I mean... And Harms won last week after the problems from Free. And we have seen back-to-back winners in both lower series. So... Oh! Contact with Jen! Jen got moved way high. Is Free still crawling, or... I mean, Free is just not going to pit road yet. This is an interesting strategy, and I don't think I like it. I'm not liking how this looks. So Dyer to pit road. Jen hit pit road. Free is still out here. And Free to pit road. So we'll see where he can come out in comparison to the 6. As of right now, that is your leader on the strategy. So let's go back to the 6 car. There he is. Here he is.
Why the fuck we pack racing, bro?
Because some guys are so slow, and they don't like making 3 wide moves.
Judging what happened last time they went 3 wide, I don't blame them.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think did Free take 2? Oh no. He's just like, then where the fuck is Bush? I'm pretty sure he's on old tires. So these are
God,
the.
we should make one of those. Wait, what?
What?
Shit, what's going on?
What were you about to say?
I was sorry, I'm like lagging. I was about to say we should make one of those you know like the NASCAR videos I sent from TikTok. It's like will he perform when he has
Oh,
we should
yeah.
do that. Well, I don't know what clip to do like what driver to do that with. I can't think of anything, but we should do
LCJ
that.
trying to get his first win. Or James Conway.
Byron Wise.
Byron Wise trying to win a championship. Ross Newton trying to win a championship.
No, I was gonna say Byron Wise, LCJ. Will Valvoline perform?
Well, they've won the past 3
Okay,
championships.
I don't want to hear
4
it. I don't want to
championships.
hear it. I don't want to hear it.
So Harms leads by a second. We'll see if Free turns that 14-second gap that he now has to catch up. But he does have significantly better tires, so. We'll find out. So Harms looking on, well, beating everyone. Just passing on the bottom right now. On Miller. So Harms continues to lead and continues to pull his gap at the moment on Stitt. So he's gonna just continue to drive. Gonna work on Miller here, who had a career qualifying effort. Three wide as Miller squeezes to the outside. Almost ended very badly. But, you know, is what it is. 2 Millers back there, fighting it out. Harms just kind of continues to pull this gap, keeps putting more cars between them. And could drive away to this win with only 15 laps left.
Be crazy, another back-to-back winner.
Yeah, and then doesn't that mean Fields should technically win the All-Star?
Yeah.
Because Fields put up like a disgusting race.
But
last
because
week.
he's a Jew, he's gonna win.
No, but you have to remember, the next race, which is the All-Star, is at a short track. And it's for a ton of money. So think about it.
That's true. True.
So, like, if there's ever a race... I mean, Free is close 2 seconds. Now, unfortunately, it's still a bit far. So, I think Free may have choked a race, like, again. Will he perform? By the way, Shane Miller having a 15th place run. This could be his best non-plate track run of his career. I don't remember him ever doing this good. But maybe I'm wrong. Stitt gonna go on by. So Bush, now Bush, a lap down.
Technically, James Conway did perform when he had money right in front of him because he won the All-Star.
That's true. He only won the money race. Is this insinuating that Christopher Conway is Jewish? Therefore,
Maybe.
his son. Does that mean Lowell Wise is Jewish?
Probably. I mean, she somehow won 2 championships by winning 5 races or however many she won in her career, not in a season.
Yeah, no, that's rough. Could you imagine winning the championship with like less than like 5 wins nowadays?
Oh my God, we got to do it with fucking Edwards Carl going down pit road, coming to the final lap.
Or Lefty doing it like 10 times in a row. But under 10 to go. Harms continues to just put down laps. Ooh, Wilson
Bobby
tagged the
White.
wall. Okay, that's a bit far, man. That's a little low, don't you think?
Will Christopher Conway perform when he has Bobby White right in front of him?
No. I could tell you that. No, he won't. Oh, Logs really slow. Remember, he's on old tires because he pitted really early because he blew a tire. Genius. To the bottom. For Bush. And Wilson, could he get to Logs? Probably. I will say, Logs, who obviously had to make a full pit stop really early, I don't know if he can quite make it on fuel or tires. I mean, I think maybe. But he's still top 15, so not a half bad comeback. Now, Will having a good day. I just realized him. Look at this. Will, top 10 right now. Could lose it actually right as I say that. And he will likely to Tolliver? Maybe?
Yep. That was something pretty crazy. I think if you win a D2 championship, your career is just destined to fail. Because out of the 3 seasons in D2 and D3,
I believe in Lawrence Powell.
Two of the D3 champions have full-time rides in Cup. None of the D2 champions have a full-time ride in Cup.
Yap. Lawrence Powell's running P3. I believe in Lawrence Powell. And Dirk Stitt is gonna get a
Did he get like cancer for like 2 years? Because like
Lawrence Powell.
What happened? Like what happened from season 2 or season 1 of D2, technically season 2 to season 8, or season 1 to season 4 of D2? Like what happened? Guys won the championship, won 1 race, fell off, fucking got cancer or something, and now he's back.
James Conner reference?
Something like that.
Anyways, 3 laps to go. Harm's looking to put this one away. We've gone caution-free to this point. We were very, very close with that one incident with the 424 and 54? I don't know. You get the point. The near big one on the backstretch. Free looking to recover to the 6th spot. Will be well shy of a win. Cindric Austin gonna get moved out of the way. And Harms off of turn number 4. 3 back-to-back winners in the lower 3 series just this week. This has been a great race weekend for, well, Milwaukee winners. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. But Michael Harms wins in Iowa. Stealing one from his teammate again. Back-to-back weeks he does it. He robbed him cold. Stitt will come home 2nd. And a very distant 3rd for Lawrence Powell. Medina will hold on to the 4th position. And he will extend his points lead on Francesco Free. Which is very important. Because, well, he needs that really bad with how good Free has been this year. And Free could have been better than he has been. And I think that's the worrisome part for Medina and basically anyone that's racing him in points. So we will see you next week for Charlotte for all 4 series, and we will see you just in a little bit for the All-Star race in Slinger Speedway.
Mossfield is a Jewish giblet.